I believe it was 73. Everybody says we were founded in 74. What does everybody know? And he walks into my office one day anyway, and he says, hello, Alan. But nobody called me that. My friends call me Al, the students call me Dr. Velie, and but this is Tarzan, you know. Tarzan marches to his own drummer, and a great drummer it was. I'm going to make this short because I saw that Nathan had reserved the mic for an hour and a half. Anyway, when I came back, I played rugby in college, and I played in the Bay Area for the Peninsula Ramblers and Cupertino and Palo Alto. So this is my fourth or fifth club, and certainly far and away the best. The Peninsula Ramblers may have been, at one time, a better team in some senses, but the A team couldn't name the B team under pain of death. You know, they'd play the game and they'd go off to the bar. And OU is what it is because of Tarzan. This was Tarzan's dream to found a rugby team. And he did it the right way. And I don't know if you people know how extraordinary lucky you are. First of all, most teams don't have a clubhouse. We were good enough to be probably one of the 2 or 3 best teams in the country, and we didn't. Like most teams, we just go to a bar after the game. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the Chicago Lions had a clubhouse, but they're few and far between. Anyway, Tarzan came in my office and said he needed a sponsor for the rugby team. So I said, I supply rugby. Well, I had very gray hair, and I weighed probably 160 pounds. And he said something like, well, that's all right, we really just need a sponsor. Anyway, technically, since this is true confessions, I am not and have never been a founder. Tarzan wanted me to be a founder. So he said I was a founder. Founder is somebody who founds it. I did. I found a team, but I was already a founder. They'd already played the game. Not very well, I must say. Anyway, Tarzan and I played together as halfbacks. I was a scrum half, he was a fly half. I think well over 99% of his minutes on the field were as a forward. But he was a pretty reasonable fly half. He could catch anything. And not only that, you know, a lot of scrum halves, not mentioning their names, doesn't want to hurt, have the strikes, you know. If you don't get it between their knees and their shoulders, they let it go by and look at you with intense disgust. But Tarzan, you know, he'd catch everything, and if he didn't, he'd never holler. You know, in those days, we were very, I never saw a book of laws until I was at OU and retired maybe 10 years. We just made it up to go along. But anyway,
For 30 scrum half guys.
yeah, there's too many in one place. One spitball could get us all. Anyway, Tarzan, one of the extraordinary things he did, he found the rugby team, he played for the rugby team, but he was president, so he was in charge of kind of administrative stuff. And John Woods was the captain, and they played the same position sometimes, so Woods benched him. And Tarzan never complained. You know, you put him on the B side, he plays the B side. If there was a C side, he played the C side. You know, anyway, and the thing I love about Tarzan is he always said what he thought. He was not afraid to tell you to your face that you're wrong about something, you're stupid about something. Get off his couch. He called Kieran Malloy, our first coach. We were so dumb, we didn't even know he was a terrible coach. I mean, he was a very good rugby player, and he showed us how to throw a dummy, and they were really impressed. But he put the fastest kind of team in fly. You know, once you played rugby, you realize that you put them out on the wing, that's what they do. But anyway, Tarzan was the flyhead, and what he did for a living was that he defended the indefensible, axe murderers, really low-life, desperate people. But he said, a man really needs support at his death. And Tarzan did his best to get them off. No easy feat, if not. And he was always a champion of the underdog. He did have a bumper sticker that said, "I'd rather be killing communists." But despite that, anybody who follows him on Facebook knows that he is very liberal. He was a man of many children, so I'm delighted to see that you're here. Anyway, he was loyal, he was fierce, he was crafty, and very successful. This was a life very well lived. As Hamlet said of his dead father, he was a man taken for all in all. I shall not look upon his life again. I'm sorry. My little brother is well into his 80s, has been calling me on the phone. I'm reading this. Anyway, so I'll repeat the last part. As Hamlet said of his father, he was a man taken for all in all. I shall not look upon his life again.